Hi, good morning. It's finally finished and I'm here with a little flip through, Most of it is on my channel, how I did that. So if you are interested, you can go check them all out. There's like, I don't know, 40 episodes of me making the book. But it's finally finished and I wanted to share with you and I'm in love. I don't like making covers, but I think this time, yeah, I like it. I like it. So this is my book. And it's 6.5 by, I do not know, maybe I should measure it this way so I can see, 9.25. I make my books, the cover turns out to be whatever the book is, so I don't have a cover first, I have the book first, so that's why the numbers are weird. And 3.25 spine, so it's a big baby. It's a big baby. And I used the die that I showed you that I got from Amazon. I apologize for my fingers. I'm just working, coffee dyeing and stuff. But I used the die that I showed you for the front cover, and I just have a piece of acetate on top and a picture underneath. Same die I used for my back, but here I used corners and, I just decorated it a little bit, and I love the word dream, so I just put it on there, put some corrugated cardboard underneath, and I just tied it with this, I always forget what it's called, but you do know. There is some metal pieces in between, just because the back looks like this and is a different picture, and I just tied it in a different way, but basically it's kind of very similar. And for the spine, I decided to go like this because I really like that. I like how it turned out. It took me a long time to figure out the cover because I'm just not a cover person. And this is the inside, and I love it. I love when everything just looks like, I don't know, not uniform or anything, so I enjoy it this way. I really like it, the bottom and the everything here. All right, so we just untied this, and it's like a double layer for each part, and it's a big baby, as you can tell. It's a big baby. But in the front, I decided, I kept this as a pocket, but I decided to glue it shut and make a little pocket here with my envelope that I made because I really wanted to use it, and I found the spot. So that's the spot. And here I just stuck the letter in it because I really liked it. It's a note from the bookmaker, what a junk journal is and what it's made for. And here it can be written too. There is no pockets or anything, but I just stuck it inside, and I closed it up. And I like it. It looks really pretty. So yeah, found a spot, and I left the string out because, this way you can kind of pull it out there. You can pull it. You don't have to go in there with your fingers. Yes, so there is a lot of coffee dyed papers, a lot of everything I made myself, of course. So there's a lot of stuff in here, different kind of papers and stenciling and sewing, just because I love all the threads. There is a ton of threads, but I just enjoy it. So that's why I do it. So let's go through it. I'm not gonna do it for a long time or explain for a long time because it's a lot and I don't know how to hold it, but it does lay flat. But it's so much, you have to do something. There's little pocket, and I made cards that I just put on coffee dyed or onion dyed or whatever paper, and I have sewn them. And different papers, like I said, a lot of little pockets. Right here is one with I'm trying to figure out, I didn't go through it. I've sewn it in, and then I didn't go through it to check if, some of the threads got stuck, but that's you can fix it in just 1 second. So a pocket here, really love this coffee dyed paper. And I made some belly bands and, just a lot of little things. I have little hearts here on the side, and those are little pockets. And while we are on it, if I see something that I don't like, I'm just gonna fix. I hope you don't mind, but I really don't like things to get stuck when you try to put them into pockets. So It's my pet peeve, I guess. So I'm gonna fix that. It has a couple pockets right here and a belly band. And this one is from a packaging. I decorated it on a video, so you should have seen that. And there's just little pieces of paper here. And she goes right in there. And this is made with this, I don't know where I put them, little powders from, it's on this paper. When I was coffee dyeing, I put some powders on there and I just enjoyed how it turned out. It's really different. I splattered all over and I just did a lot of stuff to this journal. I also put little decorations on the side. This is just a cookie paper? Parchment paper there, and I dried my die cuts on it, and there were flowers. So it looks really pretty. I decided to use it. I didn't want to toss it. This is a piece of thin paper for presents. I don't know all the names, so I apologize, and I just have sewn a piece of fabric on the bottom. This one is just for writing on a coffee dyed coffee filter. There you go. This I was playing around as well, and I just put a leaf on top when I was coffee dyeing it, and it turned out so pretty. I love the edges. They will break off if you kind of move them around because they're just fragile, I guess. Okay, I left a lot of writing space, especially when I really like the paper. I cannot put anything on top, as you can see, because the paper needs to be visible. It's so pretty. So needs to be visible. I have some colors in this journal, which I'm very proud of. I'm usually not a very colorful person, but yeah, I do have colors in here. As you can see, there's a lot of little tuck spots and different papers and, you know, just writing spaces everywhere. This is a Taco Bell bag, I believe. And, you know, just little things here and there. There's a little pockets, and I tried to use different papers. I really wanted to have different kind of papers in here, you know, so if you touch it, you have different feelings the whole time, and I just love it. And I decorated with my, I do have them in my store, I believe. I'm not quite sure if they sold out or not. I never know. This is like a huge pocket right here with a card in there, and this is made from, I think, a chocolate box. So I tried to use junk, as you can tell. And then this is the middle of the signature. I also punched corners, or edges, I should say, on some of the papers just to make them look different. And there's a little pocket. I didn't stick anything in there. There's another pocket. I didn't stick anything in there. I did not fill every pocket here because it's so big already. Those are 2 cards here. And of course, you can write in the back on them, and some decoration and a piece of paper. This is just, it looked so pretty. I just tried my new stencil, but it looked so pretty, I decided to just keep it. And you can always write on it, you know, it's still gonna be visible. How cool is this paper? I just love it. I don't know. That's a big pocket right here. Didn't put anything in there as well. There's another pocket, or a tuck spot probably. I tried to use my negatives from my die cuts. Just tried different things. And this paper, as you can see, I don't know, do you call it mica powder? I forget what it's called. But it's like in powder form, and then you make it wet, and it just looks so pretty. So yeah, those are the papers here with some gold and whatever. This one you can open, I believe, completely. You know, I've been making this journal for 8 months or something, I think, if I looked up correctly, or maybe I'm wrong. Wait, can you open this? Yeah, you can open this completely and then write on it, and then you can fold it back up, and there it is. I made this, most of it I've made on video, so if you want to know, you can just go ahead and look up. So this is like a little pocket here, and it opens up like that. I don't know, it's not a pocket, it's just a decoration, I guess. And then you stick the butterfly through and it's closed again. So I like that. I used some white papers, which for me is absolutely amazing to have done so. A huge tag, and it has little pockets everywhere I did not fill them all, but you know, it has like tuck spots and pockets here and there. I'm having a hard time holding the whole thing here. Did use a lot of stencils. Just, you know, I just went to my stencils and I took them all out and I stenciled all the pages. And that was the first signature. This is the second signature. Right here, there is a card inside and there's a little flip here with cards and pockets and just, you know, I used my bad die cuts here and there just to make it look pretty. You know, you can't even call them bad die cuts because they are so pretty. Some papers with some stamped images, and you know, even when I punch papers and they rip and they don't punch good, it's still super pretty for a grungy journal, right? So I use this, I just fold it and sew it and I use it. Okay, little tuck spot here. And then this you can open up and write on, or you can take out the card and write on the card. Different papers with some more stenciling again. Some more colors. This is just a little pocket with a card in there for, you know, whatever. And I love it. I love a little bit of color. I'm okay with that now. You know, I'm not a very colorful person actually, and I don't know, but I think it kind of works. And whatever was on my desk, you know, little pieces or whatever, I try to stick them on the edges of my pages, you know, just little pieces as decoration. This, I believe, was when I got my shoes, it was in the box. But once again, it makes sound and it feels different, so I really, really love it. That was a junk envelope. And I have made something like a tag for it. It's not really your conventional tag, but it kind of is a tag. So I just wanted the flower to go right here. So that worked. That worked. There is a little tuck spot right here, and you can also open up the envelope. And this is coffee dyeing with lace. I tried stuff out. You know, I just love dyeing paper. So I try stuff out. Okay, this was a stamp on tracing paper. Tracing paper. And I just love how this makes a different sound and it has a different feel. So of course I put it in here. This is a pocket that you can open up. Let me try. Like this. And it's basically a triple pocket, and I've just made, you know, little things for it. You can write on it, and there is some card, just, you know, a little postcard in here, and it says, a flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it, it just blooms. And I loved it so much. And there you go, a little label here, and it is a pocket here, so I stuck a card in there just like that. And if you turn it around, there's another pocket, and this one has some flowers on it and a big card as well. And this was just from packaging, I believe. Okay, my little heart that you can open up and write your message, secret message down there. And then I connected it here so it doesn't, you know, flip around. But this is a pocket right there. I can take it off, and right here. So this is like a little pocket. You can put something in there, and the heart opens up, secret message written in, and then you take your paper clip and you just put it on there, and it's hidden. All right, some music sheet from my daughter's school still, and I cut something out of it, and I love this negative, and I wanted it to be on like a brown paper so you can actually see it. So I just did it this way. It's just a hole, basically. I have another pocket here from junk mail, which can be filled. I loved it because I have this doily here, and then you can see the whole doily still is not covered up, but there is still space. I don't know if it makes sense. Sometimes I cannot cover up papers because they look so pretty. Here I have sewn this one, and this is just a die cut as well, right here. So distressed and coffee dyed and decorated, and as the whole book goes, little strips of paper. When I rip papers for a certain thing, and then I have leftovers, I don't want to toss them because they are so pretty, so I just sew them, and then you can still write on them, right? So I don't know, I just like it. This was, I don't know, on some packaging or something. I die cut the flower and then the negative I just left there to use for myself. And then I have a little card in here and just a little girl or boy, I can't even tell. Okay, I did fold papers to, you know, put them in kind of a different angle, and I just tried stuff out in this one. And I liked it. I really do. It's kind of different. Okay, there's another pocket right here with a card and some more stenciling. Another pocket right here, and this one just has an envelope. I believe Tracy showed how to make them, but they are really simple to make, right? So I think I just did her challenge or something, but I don't remember correctly. And it has this little label here, and I just use whatever's on my desk to decorate stuff. Same here. Whatever leftovers were on my desk, I put down here, and then I put a flower there. And some of the pages are ripped, as you can see, like pieces are gone, and I just tried to make it a little grungy. One more of these little strippy pieces, and yeah, I stuck a card here because I really wanted to use whatever I tried out before. So just stuck a card there. And there's another one that I tried out. I tried out a certain punch. So, and this I put on a guest check, which is on an envelope, which I see right now. I don't know if I wanted to leave it as a pocket or something, but I don't think so. So I'm just gonna fix it. Sometimes, you know, you have to fix your stuff. I'm gonna put a little more here. Okay, and this is a little pocket. I repurposed it. I used it. I made something for another journal and I just didn't like it on the page, so I took it off and I cut it apart and I repurposed it. And there is a little girl stuck in here reading. Another piece of this paper. Some more of the, you know, flippy things, and some of them are stuck a little because I splattered. But that's not a bad thing. So I just stenciled through the heart here, and then I have a couple more, so you would have to open them all up to get to the lower one, but there is another one that opens up as well. Okay, and then here I do have this big side pocket right here with a card, and once again just a little bit of something something that I just use my Tim Holtz Tucker. I don't know. Well, leftovers of papers where I put stamps. You know, when I clean off stamps, I just stamp somewhere and then I keep the paper here to do something with that. That's a little booklet, or maybe not a booklet, just folded piece of paper. And I love these flowers. My husband brought a book from work and it had flowers in it. I just love that. You know, there's another little negative that I used to make a little text spot, and another junk journal envelope. I have so many, and this is just the same kind of thing like before. And here I did put a piece of paper in. So, but all you do is you use a little label to hold it shut, I guess. So like this, and then I stick it in here, and I just put a flower inside of two of them, you know, this way. It kind of looks really good with a flower on there. Okay, then I don't know what this one was. I think from Michelle's school something. And I just used it. And because I was afraid that it's going to rip in the middle, I put pieces of book page on there. You know, just to make it stronger. And that was the second signature. And the third one is right here with more cards and coffee dye tracing paper. Yes, I'm trying to figure out what the stuff is. This was Tracy's challenge again, I believe so. And I just used it here like a little duck spot. And I love, this was from a book and it just said notes and I loved it. So I used it here. Another little pocket or tuck spot. And this paper came from tea. I believe it was tea. I just ripped it apart. And this feels much different than all the other papers as well. So I just like the different feels of everything. And nothing here is straight. Everything is just goes wherever, I must say. There's a little tuck pot right here, tuck tuck spot, not tuck pot. And then little moments. Some lined paper once again. In the corner is this, and same here. Then this one, you can open up and write something, or open up and put something here. And it's just, this is another junk envelope. I really want to use up junk envelopes. I don't know. Why did I put this one here? Because I wanted to see the butterfly. Yes. So there is again some more colors in here. I love it. I don't know. I just love it. Somehow I do. And I just stuck some cards in there, you know, so you can write something. I did a little layout on this piece of paper. I believe this was packaging. And here's another text spot with a card right here. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. There is a piece of this paper with the flower. I believe the negative I used earlier. And then this is over the page tuck spot. And I just put a card in there, and I put some fabric on top. And this is the other side of it. I just decorated it, put a piece of paper, this lace paper, and a little flower card in there. And this one is super grungy. I burned it. And, you know, use the negative again. And then, you know, there's just tons of papers you can write on if you wanted. So, and this, I have crazy sewn around it. And then I have ripped it all off because I really love it. And this is the middle, and I didn't put anything on there because I really love the look of this. You know, there is some thread just coming off, and I don't know, just in love. Another junk mail envelope because I have to use them up, and there's just a card to write on and a little flower, and I typed this with my typewriter, and there is also a little pocket right here. Okay, super pretty paper, and I have glued it just here on the edge, so you basically have two pockets. And a little belly band right here with another of these folded pieces of paper. I don't know if I can call it a booklet. It only has a front and a back. And I don't know which printables those were, but I did it a long time ago. I believe this one is onion dyed. It has this reddish look to it. Okay, more stenciling, a little one of these pocket thingies here, and another layout on the same piece of paper that I showed you before with a bird. And I love how it's all folded and everything. It's just, I'm enjoying this. All right, I can't speak anymore, but we're almost done. Two little envelopes, and they do have, I need to glue this one. They do have two cards in there, but because there's two layers, let me fix this. I'm kind of having a flip through, and I'm fixing things right away. I think it's good because usually I have a flip through, and then if I see something, by the time I'm done, I might forget. But here I won't forget because I'm fixing right away. Okay, little postcard right here, and more papers, and this flower that I made. And then I don't know if you watched this. It took me a little bit to do that because it was different in my head. Okay, so the flower is just flying around here. And another piece of paper right here, another junk mail envelope. It has two pockets, right? One here and one here. I didn't put anything in there. Another one that I typed with my typewriter. And this is the second part of this tea bag that feels different. Okay, I don't know when I made these, but I had them there. And you can put a quote for today in there. And we are almost done. This is the last one. And this is the back. And this is just a writing board that I made and stuck here into a pocket. So on the back side, because it's all like this, you know, and you need to write something, you can just put this down here, and it's going to be sturdy enough and straight enough to write. So that's what I was thinking, you know. And I stuck a card in here once again that I made this, you know. I made this, and I think it looks really good. Okay, what am I? Oh, that's why. Something was wrong, and that's why, because it was the wrong way around. And this one is a pocket, so just in case, you know, something wants to be hidden, it can be hidden right in there. And there we are, done. All done. It took me a long time, but I enjoyed it so much. I really love how it turned out. I think it took me a very long time because I just do not know how to make covers. And you know my little trick here, I put this on top and then I tie because this way it's kind of holding it better, right? So I'm gonna tie a little. Wow, my bow turned out so weird. Okay, and there you go, all tied up, all good, all done. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little flip through. This is all pizza packaging or just packaging. I don't think all of it is pizza, but I think it's like 3 layers here, you know, and 3 layers here. I believe so. I just love it. I just love it. And I don't know if it's allowed to say, you know, if you do something and then you kind of proud of it. I love it. I love it. There's nothing else I can say. I love how it looks like. I love all the hanging things and just in love. I could sit here and just look at it and be happy. It just makes me happy. I hope you enjoyed this flip through and maybe you got an idea or two on what to do. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and let me know. Do you like it? Do you think this cover fits the inside? Because that was my biggest problem when I tried to make a cover. I had something completely different in mind and then put it on there, and in my brain it just did not fit the inside. So I hope this one does. I hope you guys are all healthy and happy and had a fun time watching, and I hope I see you soon. Bye bye.